Hey guys, I'm Melhorn. I got a major electronics failure on the boat. Got a battery down, but I'm going fishing anyway. All right guys, out here fishing on an unseasonably warm winter day. It's almost 70 degrees, but that's winter fishing, man. You never know what's gonna happen. We're dragging nothing but cut bait today. We got a pretty good breeze blowing. Let's get some baits in the water. All right guys, so playing on half of these rods, put out a little bit of perch. We're gonna put out some small pieces, some pieces about that size. You know what, let's do this. Let's downsize it even more, just to see if it makes a difference. Gonna put out 3 with small baits, 3 with big baits, see what catches them. Carolina lake weights on here, it's about 2 ounces. Hooker's Terminal Tackle, one of their rattles. Get them in the water, see what we can catch. Any of the 6/0 hooks, the smaller ones, or the smaller peg floats are gonna have the smaller baits. You see one of these big Hooker's Terminal Tackle rattles, that big old puppy with a big old 8/0 hook, that's gonna be one of the bigger baits. There's one of them big old perchy heads. I'm just gonna scatter them out, no pattern. I'm not stacking on one side or the other. We're gonna put them out there, give them a choice. Pinky's back, woohoo! A different colored Carolina lake weight. They got them in different colors. Small piece of perch on this one. Don't know what's gonna work today. We will see. Got baby out in the water. Get it out on a planer board. B-Cat planer boards, best planer boards made. We'll be fishing 4 of those, 2 of them straight out the back. All these things do is give you a wider spread, cover a lot more water. Hopefully, find some fish. All right, guys, we got 1 rod hung, and we got 1 that may have a fish on it. This one is hung, got it loose. I believe this outside one may have a fish. Yes, sir. We are hooked up. Hooked up. Feels like a decent fish. Been dragging about 20 minutes. No bites. I'm not marking a lot of fish, to be perfectly honest. I'm fishing an area blind, but with the wind we've got, I've got a long drift and we'll be able to make. So it's a little bit of a prospecting run, if nothing else. We'll see what we got here. Bang, get the planer board off. Get an old B-Cat board. They're hard to beat. They're perfect for the way I fish. 30-pound Andy line, Ancient Mariner reel, Big Cat Fever, medium action rod. We're gonna see what we got here. First fish of the day. Hopefully not the last. We'll take it. Beautiful winter day. I'm sure there is bad stuff coming at some point, but today it's nice. Boom. It's a good looking fish. It's a good looking fish. Boom, get him in the net, get in there, flip, flip, flip. I'll turn back to me, boom. Tyson chicken net cam. You want fish in the net, you need chicken on the hook. Today, it's perch though. Solid teener. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You made a complete mess. We got him. Good fish in the teens. We will take that all day long, folks. Nice one. Came on a small piece. One of the fillets, one of the small bobbers. You'll see it there. Smaller piece of bait. That's what they're hitting. Good fish. Back alive. So bam, there's a fish in the boat. I caught 1, no electronics. It's a issue with not my new battery, my lithium battery, but one of the old lead acid batteries in here. It's dead, and I don't know. I ran 1 trip on it, and the only thing I was running was the sonar unit. I figured there would be enough charge on it. That unit may be older, who knows? Maybe something was left on the boat and I didn't realize it, I don't know. But the bottom line is, while the electronics was on, it was on for a while, it was only showing up around 8 volts. So it's turned off. I'm fishing blind, so I'm gonna continue to drift and drag here. We've got a good strong wind. I'm gonna be able to cover some water. It's kind of the saving grace here. I'm not gonna be able to look for fish, but we'll talk about some of the stuff you can do in a situation like this where you may not have electronics or may not have good electronics and you're fishing blind. All right, guys, I got a bite on a rod straight out the back. Not a slamming, killing bite. It's either a small fish or a fish doesn't know he's hooked. I better reel down on him. I think it's a very small fish. We might not get the Tyson chicken cam out on this one, guys. Got here, I believe it's into a planer board line. Let's see. There's a good chance I'm gonna lose this fish. I think he is pulling the planer board. He may be on the planer board, who knows? I saw that planer board move earlier. Now I'm dragging the planer board and another bait. Usually a combination to lose a fish here, guys. I may net him just to say I won. I better. We got a mess. Gonna get a planer board and a fish. Oh, bad move, bad captain. Bad captain. What a freak show. This is one of them days, guys. But you know what? God blessed me to be out here, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Let's see what this fish looks like. I got there. Oh yeah. Another small bait eater. Good fish. Good fish. Thanks to the Tyson net cam. If you want fish in the net, you gotta have chicken on the hook. But we got perch on the hook today, and we got a fish on the hook. A nice little blue there, probably about 10 pounds, 11 pounds. Man, fishing blind, no electronics. We will take them any way we can get them. That's a good fish. Happy to have it. Bag of life. I gotta admit, I keep looking over my shoulder to look at the sonar screen, and it's tough. But you can catch some fish in these situations. You can go to a handheld app on your phone to see what the bottom structure looks like and kind of fish structure. It would be hard to anchor in these situations because I like to anchor in places where I'm at least marking fish here. Well, you can't do that. So it presents a lack of confidence more than anything. That's something I talk about a lot when I'm out here fishing, is you gotta have confidence. I don't have a lot of confidence right now, but I feel like I can catch some fish. We got a good steady breeze, as you can hear, blowing, and that gives me the confidence that I can at least cover some water, cover some big areas of water, and maybe come across some fish in the process. All right, guys, fishing blind, and that's a good bite. Good bite. That's a good fish. That is a good fish. We'll take that all day long if we get it in. We gotta get it here first. I actually got one popping right there. That one looks like it is hooked up too. Man, I would love to mark a waypoint right now, but I can't do that with no electronics. We're going old school. We're marking pier and point. It's the way you did it in the old days, guys. You go fish with any of them old timers and they would line you up between points on the bank. Can't do it today. Ain't got it. I don't even have a trail to go back. I'm hooked up with a good fish here. I've got a bite over there. Can't get there. This is old school fishing. We'll take it. It's a first world problem when electronics is your biggest issue. Healthy, able to get out here. It's a beautiful day in the winter time. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be my blue cat? That edit should make for a good short. Get that hung around. Oh, almost lost it. What a day, what a day. A lot of long drag, a long way. And then hooked up with 2 fish, a short amount of time. That's a good fish. Let's get him. Let's get him. In the net. Looks like that other one is still on. Let's get this secured. The old Tyson chicken net cam. If you want fish in the net, you need to have chicken on the hook, or in this case, perch. Get him out of the net right quick. That one on a bigger bait. Bigger baits on that one. That's one of those Dragon Master hooks there. Bada boom. Good looking fish. Heck yeah. Good look at him. I'm gonna lay him in the floor, see if we can get 2 in the boat at the same time. Boom. He's still there. Still there. Heck yeah. Might have twins. Trying to triangulate my position here of where I need to be, because I will definitely want to drift back through this. A little modern technology, you can pull out your Navionics app on your phone and pinpoint a location. We're gonna go old school, see if we can make it happen that way. Not sure which bait I've got on here, if I've got a big bait or a small bait. Get that board off. Boom, boom. Yes, guys, you can leave these planer boards on the line. A lot of people do that. I like to get them off for no other reason. It's not flailing around out there on the line, causing any problems. boat control here. Luckily, I just saw myself looking back at the sonar screen. Man, you get in habits. You get in habits of doing stuff. That's normal. It's okay to get outside that zone a little bit. Like I said, the only thing that changes on the fishing is the confidence you got. Having nice electronics gives you confidence. Why switch to this unit? It don't make you catch fish. That I promise you. That I promise you. Confidence is the thing you get with all this fancy stuff. It's another one in the teens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there's the day maker right there. That is the day maker. Get him up here. Oh, that's bigger than I thought. That's a 30-pound fish. Big baits on both of these guys. Big baits on both of them. Oh, there they are, guys. Two good fish. Two good fish. Look at that. Heck yeah. Get them back alive. Shoot. Give you a shot at just how big that one is. That's a good fish. Heck of a fish right there. Lake Wiley Blue Cat. Ease that one in. Man, there you go, fishing blind and hooked into two good fish. One, a really good fish. It shows it can happen. Yeah, having the electronics, it's a luxury. It does give you confidence. I'll be honest, it does help. Is there, you know, the bigger the better, the more expensive, catch more fish? Absolutely not. It does give you information. It does give you confidence. It shows you things down there that you would not otherwise see. And yes, with the previous unit I had on this boat, major improvement in what I can see and what I can mark and what I can spot. But it doesn't make the fish bite. You can find them, you can have live scope. You're not gonna make the fish bite. You can find them, you can see where they're at, but that's where it comes down to being a fisherman and angler and doing everything you can do to get the fish to bite. So today we're putting the right baits in the right place at the right speed with the right technique, and it's paying off with some fish. And that's about all you can do. Kind of fun, kind of interesting. I'm putting the battery back on here though. I like having my electronics, and maybe we'll get one more. Guys, I just seen a fish splash on top of the water, which is odd this time of the year. Not impossible, but odd. This red reel got hit earlier. I'm gonna see if there's a small fish on there that cannot pull the planer board under. I don't think there is. Either way, I'm making a move. I've made a pretty good pull across here. I'm actually gonna go back and drag across that area where I caught those two fish. Like I was saying, I don't have any electronics. Kind of triangulated it a little bit using what I could mark on the bank, two different banks. And also looking at some stuff on my Navionics chart on my phone. In the old days, we had paper maps, and you'd pull out a paper map, you would line up those points, you know, a house, a pier, boat dock, water tower, whatever, and you'd look at the map and you could kind of figure out on a map why maybe fish were there. You know, why are fish right there on that point or that dip or that flat or whatever, and it would kind of give you some intel and give you a little bit of confidence. Now, granted, it's not as accurate. Ooh, as I say that, there's a good bite right there. There's a good bite. Ah, that's a good fish. Good bite. Just as I'm reeling stuff in to move. Yeah, it's not as accurate as our modern stuff, but it, you know, gives you a little bit of information to go with. The famous reel in bite. Reeling them in and we get bit. Go figure. Good problem to have. What I could tell from where I'm at using the Navionics map is I'm kind of over toward the river channel edge, and it seemed like those fish were several hundred yards away. And I'm just getting ready to make a move. Maybe I need to keep dragging. Maybe it's just a slower bite. But I'll say this, if we get this fish in, it's gonna be fish number what? 5? It's not a bad bite in the amount of time we've been out here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially to have double-digit fish like we have. Let's get this around this rod here. Old Pinky, I was hoping old Pinky would hook up. Pinky ain't seen no love in a while. There we go. One more crank on this. There we go. That turn, baby, turn. Shook in the net. Ha ha ha. How you like that? Got another one out here. Fishing blind. The old Tyson net cam with a good shot of that. Remember, you want fish in the net, you need chicken on the hook. Let's see what this baby looks like. Another one on a big bait, came on a perch head. Get that out of there. Look at that fish. Oh yeah, good looking fish. Heck yeah, man. No complaints on this action today. Let go of my finger, please, thank you. No complaints, everything on cut bait. That was on a perch head, one of the bigger baits. We're talking about using big stuff, small stuff. A little bit bigger bait. Good looking fish. Nice one. Ready to go back. What a day. Now you may be asking yourself, why don't you just hook up to the trolling motor battery? Well, the trolling motor battery is one battery and it's 24 volts, so you can't do that. They do make some converters that will down convert the current. I do not have one. My other batteries, I do have 2 other batteries in the back of the boat. I could pull one of those batteries. One's a cranking battery, I'm not touching it. The other is one that powers some bilge pumps, live wells, lights, that kind of stuff. That is one I don't want to mess with either. I want to make sure the bilge pumps are always working. I always got electricity for that. So the bottom line is, it's a challenge. It's a little bit of a challenge. It'll be okay is what it comes down to. We will be okay. We will still be able to fish. We won't have some of the first world luxuries of a, you know, several $1,000 sonar unit, but I think we can still catch some fish. One thing I will be doing, I will be putting a lithium battery up front to power that, and hopefully that will give me a little more power, a few more trips, and just have all lithium up front to power the electronics and the trolling motor.